I have played Dragon Ball Sparking Zero online yesterday. It was my daily daytime gameplay stream. I played it for nearly 3 hours, all right? I got to be honest with everyone. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The game is not very good online at all, okay? First of all, before we even get to gameplay, because a lot of people say, well, I like the gameplay, all right? The online play itself has big flaws, all right? Number one, the connections are not great. One match dropped entirely in the middle of the match, just dead. Some matches, when you're doing the team battles, you'll kill the opponent. And then all of a sudden what happens is the screen goes gray. And I think what that means is the game is attempting to load your opponent's next character, but it's just failing to have the netcode sync. So you just stand there and the enemy is nowhere to be found. And you're like, where are they? What's going on? Then all of a sudden the opponent will appear out of thin air in front of you and get a free combo. And there's no way to know what's going on. It's like, what just happened? Why did the character just magically appear out of thin air and just now gets a free hit on me? Like, that's not fair. It's supposed to be a competitive match. It doesn't make sense. There was one match where I was literally doing stuff with the controller and it just wasn't reacting at all. It wasn't like, oh, it's slow or sluggish. It literally wasn't reacting when I put input on the controller. And I'm like, that's not competitive then, right? And then lastly, and this was kind of the kicker for me. So all I'm doing is ranked match, right? I'm ranked matches. So these are supposed to be the competitive matches in the game, right? It's a tag match, meaning you pick a team of like anywhere from like 2 to 5 characters. You're supposed to be able to tag between them on the fly. My tag functionality doesn't work. All you're supposed to do is hold left on the D-pad and it shows your menu of your characters and you press a button to swap. It doesn't do anything. I'm holding left, it does nothing. And I'm trying to show everyone on stream, guys, I can't tag. I don't understand what's going on. And at that point, someone came in and was like, yeah, this is being reported across the board. This game is wonky online. It's just not that good. It has a lot of bugs and issues right now. You know, the tag one is one. There's another one where, for some reason, you actually wouldn't be able whatsoever to use a special move. It just never works, okay? Now, Darth Fig says you have to let it charge. No, Darth Fig, it's not let it charge. It was fully charged. Pressing left on the D-pad had no effect. It wouldn't open the menu to show the tag partners for the entirety of the match. You understand what I'm saying? Please don't defend the game. It's documented. It's a game bug. Okay, this is what I mean. Whenever you play a game that has a fan base, right? Oh, I love Dragon Ball, but the game has a game bug. How dare you? No, it's you. You weren't charged. You weren't this. No, I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. I understand how games work. I understand how the game works. The fucking thing doesn't work. It's a game bug. Stop trying to, like, make excuses for the game and shit. It's fucked up, all right? So that's just the things that I observed just playing it. This has nothing to do with the gameplay mechanics. This is the game outright having issues online. There's lag. There's inputs that completely don't read, and your character will get frozen. Sometimes the characters won't load in properly when they're tagging in and out, or not tagging in and out, but being killed off someone and a new character's coming in. One match dropped on me, and one match I couldn't tag at all. Okay? So, that's just my initial impressions. Now, gameplay, I'm not going to say the gameplay's not fun. It is. But for me, this game, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, it's the equivalent of back in the day. I had a PS2, and I would invite all my friends over who were wrestling fans, and we would get the multi-tap, and we would plug in 8 controllers into the multi-tap. And we would stand there doing the Royal Rumble matches or 4-man elimination matches, and we would have created characters, and we would just fuck around playing these awesome matches, talking shit to each other, having a good time. It was fun as hell. That's kind of what this game reminds me of. Anything goes, nothing's balanced. That's okay. It's not meant to be. It's supposed to be the ultimate fan service for Dragon Ball. Just like when I used to play Here Comes the Pain, SmackDown on my PS2. It was supposed to be the ultimate fan service WWE game. You can make your own characters. You can use the characters in the game. None of them are balanced. Obviously, no one's going to beat the top level characters, right? They're always going to be the best. But that's how it was. That's how it was meant to be. And I feel like that's what this game is, okay? So, that's okay if that's how you want to approach it. But the game definitely isn't balanced. And there's some characters that people were using that were able to just so briefly charge and then spam a special move and then charge and then spam a special move. And it's like, What the hell? That's not fair compared to the rest of the cast. They can't do that, you know? And essentially what it comes down to online is attack someone with a combo until they break out of the combo. Then you reverse their reversal with your reversal, but then they reverse your reversal with their reversal. But then you're able to do the reversal until basically someone doesn't have a meter. And then when all the meters have run out, then you're on to real gameplay, which is either charging to try to get to the sparking and do your big combos and supers, or trying to just hit each other a little bit here or there with heavy attacks and throws and mix it up a little bit. But it's not anything too crazy complex at all. It really does feel like a party game or an arena fighting masher game. It's not anything that's like, wow, this is so intricate and there's 10 different combo engines that we need to learn and this and that. It's nothing like Street Fighter. It's nothing like Tekken. It's nothing like a competitive fighting game. Okay? Now, again, I'm not saying it's not fun. Okay? I'm not saying it's not fun. I'm just saying it's not competitive. Some people staunchly disagree with me. You can disagree with me if you want. I'm coming from a background of having played competitive fighting games since the day Street Fighter II was released in American arcades. A former fighting game champion. I'm telling you, from my perspective, the game is not competitive. It's still fun, but it's not competitive. Okay? I think what's happened is there's this weird misconception about the game because guess what? Some pro FGC people have started to play it and like it. And they're saying, well, don't you know that this person from the FGC is playing it and saying that it's competitive? Okay, I want you to understand something. People in the FGC say that every fucking fighting game on the planet is competitive because they want to get views and money. I don't know how you haven't figured this out yet. They were saying that game, what was it, Rumble City? Where it was a bunch of wrestlers bouncing around an open world city. It was free to play. It was terrible. No one liked it. But the FGC were saying it was good. The game went out of business in like 6 months. You know, they say everything is good. Every fucking game is good to them. Because when a game is hot and popular, and especially a game like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, this game has a giant fan base because people love Dragon Ball, right? And rightly so. Dragon Ball's fun. I love Dragon Ball, right? But then, well, a lot of people bought it. What do you think the FGC is going to say? Oh, this game's trash? No. They're going to say this game's great so they can play it on their streams. They can get views and money. They can look for sponsorship opportunities. What do you think they're doing it for? Like, this is not like groundbreaking stuff, but some people treat it like it is. Like they haven't figured this out yet. They've literally said this about every fucking game with combat in it for the last 5 years since money became a big thing in the FGC, and you can't figure out why they would say that this game is competitive. You know, again, it's so bizarre. Beaston, okay, he says, so if you say it's not competitive as a former FGC champion, we should listen, but a former FGC says it's competitive, we shouldn't listen? You should listen to the person that has absolutely no vested interest in your reaction, right? If you play this game or not, I don't care. I'm telling you, I like the game. I think the graphics are great. I think that the lore of playing through the single player and having alternate choices, that's really good. I think having an insanely huge cast of characters is good. The party game aspect of it is great. But I'm telling you, it's not competitive. You don't have to believe me. But here's the deal. It doesn't matter if you believe me, but if you believe the FGC player who says it's competitive and you run out and you buy it to play it as a competitive game, guess who benefited? They did. Because now you watch their streams. Maybe they're going to get a sponsorship deal. Do you get it? I have nothing to gain to lie about this game. Why would I? I don't benefit anything by lying about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It just doesn't make sense that you would accuse me of being facetious, or not facetious, but disingenuous about it. Why would I be? Why? It doesn't even make any sense. You would rather believe the person who has everything to gain if you believe that the game is competitively good than the person who has nothing to gain by telling you that it's not competitively good. Then that's your decision to make, Beaston, and anyone else out there. Well, Darkside Phil doesn't know what he's talking about. Fine. We'll believe those people. That's okay. It's up to you to believe whose opinions you believe in or not. If there's someone else who's having a good time with the game and thinks it's competitive and you want to believe them, you can. I'm telling you, I played it yesterday. And I did not have fun with the competitive nature of it at all. It doesn't seem competitive at all. This is the kind of game, like I said, I would have friends over and we would talk shit. Yeah, my fucking Krillin's gonna beat your fucking Piccolo's ass. Oh yeah, well I got a pocket Janemba. And then you fucking throw out these characters. You just have fun. A silly game. And that's good. And there's definitely a place in the market for a game like this. There's a huge place in the market because we haven't had consistent Dragon Ball content in a long time, and this one has everything in one. So why not enjoy it for what it is? But then please respect my opinion. If you don't believe my opinion, that's okay. But respect it at least. Understand where I'm coming from. I have many, many years of competitive experience, and I'm telling you from my experience, this game is not good as a competitive game. All right? So that being said, after having played it yesterday, I'm not playing it again online. I'm just not. All right? I didn't have fun with it at all. It was too much mashing, too many fucking issues with the online play. Like, that's enough of that. So if I play it again, which I might later this week, I want to do more of the single-player campaign with the various different characters. Like, for example, Vegeta, I would like to see what role he actually had in Dragon Ball Super, which I don't know. I would like to see, I heard that Piccolo had like a resurgence at the end of the plot lines today. Apparently he had like a Super Piccolo plot line or something, right? I don't know. I would love to figure this stuff out. So, yeah, like, that's what we need to do that. But that's up to you guys. You let me know later in the week if you want that or not, all right? I'd be down for going back to the single-player content game. So there you have it. I didn't like it online. It's up to you. If you want to see it again, let me know. And please don't take offense. Again, if you like the game, go for it. I do like the game. I'm not in love with it. To me, it's not competitive. And I find it very disingenuous that there's apparently people in the FGC saying it is. I can't imagine why you would say that. Really, I can't. Like, comparing it to other fighting games, it's like not even close to having any kind of a competitive nature in this game engine. Okay. Beeson says, I don't think it's competitive to be fair, but I think it's the best Dragon Ball game ever made. There you go. I haven't played all the Dragon Ball games, but when it comes to the graphics, the representation of the characters, the insane amount of characters in the game, the stages, the presentation, I think it's the best one I've ever played. And I played both Xenoverses, and I played Kakarot, and I swear I played more in the previously too, but it's the best one in my opinion too. I agree with you there. Okay. All right, so moving on. By the way, apparently that other gifted membership from I Stand With Phil did go through because I just saw it. So I'm going to count it. Thank you, I Stand With Phil, for the 2 gifted subs over on Kick today. I don't know what was up with Kick being so ultra delayed with it, but there you go. It did go through, apparently. Okay. Okay. All right, so that's my opinion on that. Now, what I'd like to talk about next, let's talk about this goal for today.